Hello guys, welcome back once again. In this video we're going to be talking about databases. Now in this lesson I'm not going to teach you how to write database or how to set up a database, etc, but we'll be just talking about what is databases, what is the need to to have databases into our systems, why they're important in real-time applications. I'm also going to be talking about a bit of MySQL database, or we can say that phpMyAdmin, that we'll be using in our coming videos for saving up all our information. So let's get started. Okay, now first question that comes directly into your mind, that why do we use a database, or what is the need of database? You must have came across some situations in your life, actually everyone should have, that we have logged into your your Facebook account, Gmail account, or any other Twitter account, let's say. So you must have came across this situation that you fill in your registration form, you click on register, and the very next time you click login, that all your details are saved somewhere into the server. Let's say it is a social use account or Facebook's account. All your information about yourself gets stored in somewhere so that you can access this. Whenever you register, you mention your username and password, so your username and password get somewhere stored in the server of that particular website. So the very next time whenever you use that username along with that particular password, so it logs you in, so it fetches data from the database only, so that it can log you into that particular website. Cool. Let's consider this particular situation, what I have been discussing right now. You must have came across the basic registration forms into the website, saying that you need to enter a username, a password, your first name, your surname, and the website. So whenever you do that, these all details, just like an Excel sheet, when you click submit button or you say register button, goes into the database of that particular website. So the very next time you log into your database, you log into your website, so that data is being extracted from your particular server. So there are many databases being used by many big companies. MySQL is one of the most easiest database and most widely used by organizations. Facebook uses MySQL, Facebook uses Cassandra for its database management. Oracle uses its own database. MSN uses Microsoft SQL Server. Google uses MariaDB. Even YouTube uses Bigtable and MariaDB. So there are many sort of databases which you can always use to store your users' information. Okay, now as you must have this is the basic control panel which we have been using from past a few days now. What we have been doing till date is that we are just starting Apache server and not a MySQL server. MySQL written here is now this we will be talking about. This MySQL is one of the most widely used databases, and what you got to do here, you have to start this MySQL your MySQL server, so that we can start making up our databases. Now when you look at this particular URL into your browser, this page will load up. This page is basically your home page for XAMPP for Windows. When you look down there, you will see something saying phpMyAdmin. This phpMyAdmin basically is your local host database. Yes, when programmers test up their websites while coding up them, they test these websites on these local hosts, so that before hosting it onto the live internet, they can check it back and forth, all the things are working in exactly manner that they wanted. So simply phpMyAdmin is the database for your local host, where you can code up and see the things both ways. So now I'm going to show you a basic base of a very first layout of your phpMyAdmin. Here it is. This is the first layout for you, the phpMyAdmin. Here you can see there are loads of things which you can learn from this particular image only. So right, starting from the beginning, here you can see home, logout button and all. Now, these things are not necessary at this moment. What is necessary is this nav bar. This nav bar has many things saying databases, SQL, status, users, export, import, settings, etc, etc. What does this mean? Databases, as mentioned, here contains the number of databases which you have been created onto your local host. Like you have 4 websites on your local host, so basically you must be having 4 databases for your local host only. So these 4 databases would be shown here. Here in the very next tab we have your SQL. In SQL you can run your SQL queries, just like we have been typing up our programs in PHP language. What SQL SQL stands for structured query language, and in SQL what we can do is we create tables, we create the forms we have been using in PHP. Those forms data, when being submitted, goes into this database and SQL through SQL. SQL is a language basically to build a connection between your PHP programs to your database. Later comes status, user, export, import, settings. These all are operations you can always do onto your SQL servers, onto your PHPMyAdmin, to be more accurate. Later here what we have done, if you recall in the previous videos, we have changed our Apache root password. You can now even change your SQL password right from here in the general settings. Later on here we have our collation. You can obviously look for the documentation right there. Whenever you develop a habit of reading documentation, you will always develop loads of knowledge into your own self only. So I especially recommend you reading this documentation of PHPMyAdmin along with the PHP 2. The one more important thing here is that database server, it only shows basic information about your databases, like the server which you have been using. I think you must all be aware that the local address of every PC is that 127.0.0.1 into your very first line. Later it's showing that your server type, localhost PHPMyAdmin always give you server type that is most widely used, as I mentioned, that is MySQL. Now in the last second line we can see that user, your username here is at root@localhost. Your username stands here root, and it is the char set which is UTF-8. Cool. So this is your very first introduction to PHPMyAdmin. I understand things must be a bit tacky for you at this case, because it is your very first look at PHPMyAdmin. But as soon as you start working with your PHPMyAdmin, things will get so easier in this. It is so perfectly designed for beginners, absolutely, and for intermediate and advanced version also. Even programmers nowadays who work on MySQL servers still use this particular database in PHPMyAdmin to code up their things. So that's it from this video. Hope you enjoyed this video, and in the upcoming videos we'll be dealing with MySQL and databases to basically connect our PHP programming language and do some more fun around the things, and save things into our database, and many more things yet to come. So stay tuned.